Donna here, coming to you from Mammoth Lakes, California. Hope you all had an amazing holiday. Say hi to my girlfriend Carter. Hi. Anyways, here is the January Video Kit Club. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you all have an amazing 2019. Comment below if you have any questions or comments. Like, subscribe. Toodles. Bye. All right, here is the beautiful stamp set that we are going to be using for the January 2019 Video Kit Club, kicking off the year with this gorgeous design by our fabulous artist, Beverly Cole. If you haven't seen some of her videos on our YouTube channel, check that out. This is a gorgeous stamp that she has drawn, a great layering stamp set, and I'm going to show you how to use this with this card. So to get started, I went ahead and cut out my layers. So your card base is going to be this one here, and this is 11 by 4 1/4. So we're going to do a standing fold card. And then the second layer is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. And we are gonna get started with some fun stamping techniques on the second layer of our card base. So we are going to take this beautiful flower here, and I'm going to go ahead and stick that onto my card block here. And we are going to create a fancy little background. I take one coffee filter. So like I said, this first layer is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to use my Versamark. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to start with this beautiful little pink sherbet, and we are going to do some pink edges around here. And this is from the Nuvo Diamonds, the hybrid ink pad set. And I actually love all three of these colors. And this is a great little ink pad set if you don't have it. If you have it, you can use your pink sherbet. If you don't have it and you want to get it, you can order it, or you can use a really light pink dye ink in its place. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of my little sponges here, and I am just going to do some rolling motion to just hit up all my edges, and I just roll like onto the card. And you could do this on your glass mat, or if you're in a hotel room, you could do it on the glass desk top that they have provided for me. So nice of them. All right, so once again, I'm just doing that rolling up motion with my sponge, with my ink pad. I hope you all had a fantastic celebration of saying goodbye to 2018 and hello to 2019. I know we sure did. Always a good time. These years go by so fast. All right, once you get that, the color you want it, you can stop. And if you want to do some light dusting of pink, I just kind of do like a swish over it, just like that. And that's to kind of like bring in that pink. It's kind of like painting. It's sometimes hard to stop. Okay, I'm done with that one. And then I'm going to do, since we still got this out, my other layer. So you're gonna have 3 layers total. The third layer is your smallest one, and this is 4 3/4 by 2 1/4. And we are going to add some pink to this as well. So same technique. I will speed up since you just watched me do it. There we go. Almost done. Okay, now the fun part. Now we'll do the embossing. Once I stop. Here we go. Okay. So now you can see the layers a little bit better. You have your inside layer and your outer layer. just like that. All right, so we're gonna go back to the layer number 1 now. And I have taken this adorable little rose right here, really cute, and put it on my block. And if I had a static free bag, I would use it, but I did not bring that with me. Big no-no, big no-no. So now I'm gonna ink, and I'm just gonna do a toss pattern using this beautiful little rose. So pretty. I have so many different ideas that I want to do with it. It's just fantastic. So we're gonna go all around our card here. It's gonna make for a great background. With some good lighting, you can actually see your Versamark. I've got hotel room lighting, so it's okay. Not great, but we're making it work. Okay, I'm gonna do one more here, and that should do it. Okay, then I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna take my ink pad, and I'm gonna do my edges. So I'm just simply going to dip my card all around so I get a nice embossed edge. There we go. And now I'm going to take my other one and do the same thing. So both of your layers that you went and pinked up, you're also going to do an embossed edge. Okay, so now I am going to take Antiquities, which comes in your kit, really beautiful metallic embossing powder, and open that baby up. Sprinkle. And this is going to be a very mixed media finish. So you don't have to worry if you get some splatter. I know I mentioned I did not bring my little static free baggie, but you want to have a little bit of a mixed media look and finish to it, so it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. I love, and all of this entire card is a design by one of our new designers, Vicky. She just did a fantastic job. I just loved it. So she was nice enough to let us borrow her design for this video kit club. So see how you got this splatter all around? I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave it so it has that really cool sprinkled look. Okay, so we are gonna move this aside. You do not want to blow that all over the hotel room. They won't like that. If you want a lighter one, you could blow a little bit off. Try not to touch or dry. Okay, so I went ahead and finished heat setting this. And what you can do, I also went ahead and finished heat setting layer number 3 that we tapped into the Versamark. Added my Antiquities embossing powder. And it's got a really nice thick buildup of the embossing powder. I went ahead and did it 2 times. So dip, dip, dip into the edges of your embossing powder, into your Versamark, sprinkle embossing powder, heat set, and then repeat. So that way you can get a nice edge. So those are 2 beautiful background papers. We're gonna set that one aside, and now we're gonna work on the layering of our rose. Please make sure you go check out our blog this month. The beautiful things that the designers did with this stamp set, as well as the other new stamp sets from Sparkle and Sprinkle for the month of January are incredible. And we've got some amazing new designers. Vicki brought the inspiration for this month's Video Kit Club. Thank you so much, Vicki. Go check out. Welcome, everybody. What a great way to kick off our new year by celebrating the awesomeness of our new designers and our existing designers. And check it out. Okay, so I just inked up my solid stamp. So this is going to be the background, the solid one. And I just inked it up with that same pink sherbet that I did the edging. So if you don't have this one, there's a couple of options. Like I said, you can order it, or you can go ahead and use a light pink dye ink that you have available. Now I'm going to stamp that, and I stamped it really close to the top because we are going to be adding the I Love You stem, which is going to be so pretty. So you want to make sure you have enough room. And this piece of cardstock, layer number 3, is 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to remove that one, and then I'm going to use the second one here, which has a little bit more of the detail, and I'm going to ink that up in my Versamark and layer that right on top here. That's why you need your acrylic, clear acrylic block, so you can see right through that. And I'm going to take a coffee filter, and you are getting in your kit Raspberry Tart embossing powder by Sparkle and Sprinkle. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that on. And like I said, there are so many different layering ideas that our designers have done this month for this beautiful stamp set. So make sure you check those out. I'm just wiping away some of my big chunks. Heat set. There we go. And now you could set your Raspberry Tart aside. I love this embossing powder color, it's so pretty. All right, and next you are going to use the outline detail stamp of this beautiful rose here. And I'm just going to stamp right into it there. And then right over the rose. I kind of smeared it a little bit, but it's gonna work. Okay, and now I'm gonna attach my stem. I'm gonna try to place it right here on a straight line. It's a really fine little stamp. There's I Love You as well as Sweet Friend. So these are like the stems of the rose, or like I said, when the die comes, these will fit into a beautiful banner that comes in your die set. So I've got I Love You, and I'm gonna do an attempt to do it nice and straight here. We'll see if that works. Ink that down. All right. Oh, it's so cute. I can't take it. I can't take it. Okay. Sprinkle on my embossing powder. Now, definitely by where my word was, I highly recommend using your static free bag, but like I said, I don't have that, so kind of have to use my little finger tool to make sure I don't have any big chunks of embossing powder. And then I'm going to go ahead and heat set. And there we go. Our beautiful rose, heart rose. So perfect for Valentine's Day, or as my girlfriends and I like to call it, Galentine's Day. Celebrate with your girlfriends. Always a fun option. Okay, so now I've got my heart done here. I'm going to set this aside, and next what we're going to do is work on some really fun little corners with your sticker paper, as well as some hearts. So I'm sure you guys have a tiny little heart stamp, a tiny little heart die, but if you don't, you can just go ahead, and I just did it fold over, and I did the heart with my pen, and then I pretty much just traced out a couple on my sticker paper. So that is these two right here. And then with my corners, I'll show you a really easy trick. I took a 3x3 square of my sticker paper, and then I just took my paper cutter here, and I basically just take five, so what I'm saying is I centered it, so my number 7 here, and then with 7 being the center, I did 2 out here, so to the 5, and then to the 9, and then cut. So you could take your 1, and then you can actually just go ahead and repeat, and you can hand cut the rest of those, just like that. Or you can do that times 3 on all your 3 corners. Really easy to cut out little corners with your sticker paper and your paper cutter. And then next what I did is I just eyeballed it, or you can, you know, just draw it out and then trace your second one to do these little corners. So you want 2 solid ones and 2 with the little inside cut out as well. So once you've completed all of those, we are going to go ahead and glitter them up. And you are going to be receiving Orchid Rose as well as Tooth Fairy in your Video Kit Club package, all the goodies. So this is our sticker paper. We're going to have fun to get all my edges off. It is crack and peel, but when you cut them smaller, you sometimes get rid of the crack and peel part. So there is corner number 1. Oh, here we go. That one had a crack and peel. Corner number 2. We've got 3 and 4. Not so lucky with this one. There we go. 3, 4. Isn't it so fun? There you go. And then one of our hearts is going to be Orchid Rose, and the other one is going to be Tooth Fairy. So let's open up our little hearts. Open up your heart. There we go. So there are our 4 corners and one of our hearts. I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle this on. There we go. Finger tool. I'm just going to go ahead and push them all down. Okay. Now, of course, I also forgot my glitter brush. Do not have my glitter brush with me, and I feel quite naked, let me tell you. Not having your glitter brush handy. You guys know what I mean. It's an important tool to have. Okay, corner number 4. So I'm basically just burning it in and wiping off some of the excess glitter. Makes you really miss important tools like a glitter brush, because I could just wipe all this off really quickly. Blend that in, and now my corners are done. While I have my Orchid Rose glitter out, you are going to take your 1/4" Tear-ific tape, and I'm going to do a pretty good size, and we are going to create some glitter twine. So I'm going to peel off the backing. There we go. I'm trying not to get it. Peel off the backing and twist it on itself. So that is how you create glitter twine. Peel off the backing and twist, and twist, and twist, and twist. There we go. And now I'm just going to dip it into my glitter here that I already have out, and come around and do the same on this side. And now I've got some Orchid Rose glitter twine. Set that there. Set aside my Orchid Rose, and now it's time to move on to our Tooth Fairy. So I'm going to take my Tooth Fairy heart, and then we're going to do some Tooth Fairy twine too. Therefore, we have some options. Okay. Peel the backing off. Set that down. So pretty. Set that aside. And then you're gonna create your Tooth Fairy glitter twine. So repeat, just like the Orchid Rose, peel off and twist onto itself. You could start with little pieces if you've never done this before. The bigger the pieces the bigger the pieces get, the harder it is to manage. So if you start out with like a 5-inch piece versus a 12-inch piece like I did here, it might be a little bit easier to manage so you're not sticking it to everything like I am now. There we go. Okay, helps to have a little bit more glitter. Doo-dee-dee-doo. All right, and now we have now created Tooth Fairy glitter twine. Such a soft, pretty pink glitter. It looks much darker and much more intense in the package, but you can see how nice and soft and delicate that color is. Okay, I am going to put that away before I get myself into trouble and have glitter all over my hotel room. Never a good idea. Well, you know, I guess if you're in Vegas, you can get away with that. Ha! But Vegas glitter joke. All right, so now that we've created all these, we are gonna go ahead and do our layering. So I am going to do my glitter twine about right there. Works for me. Put a little Tear-ific tape. I'm filming! There's my son and husband harassing me. We're just gonna ignore them. I'm still ignoring them. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, so I adhered my awesome glitter twine to the sides and to the back of the card and then went ahead and attached that to the front. Now what you're going to do is take your corners here, and I've got my Tear-ific tape on the back, and I'm just gonna go ahead and attach one right about there. Corner number 1. And then remove my Tear-ific tape and do corner number 2 down there. As even as possible, that'll work. Yeah, it looks smoother. I tried it with the glue, and the glue left a little bit of the bumpy, so it definitely looks smoother if you use your Tear-ific tape as the adhesive. So that's a good thing. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a little bumpiness when I tried to do the glue underneath it first. So I definitely recommend the Tear-ific tape for that. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and layer on my layer number 2 and 3, which I stuck together. Peel off my Tear-ific tape. And the nice thing about the Tear-ific tape twine is it's gonna flatten out when I set this down. So I'm gonna center that. Let's see here, okay. Center that right about there. There we go. You could even use a light pop-up if you want. And I forgot to stick these on underneath it because that's what I do sometimes when I'm filming. You're welcome. All right. Is it too late? Can I get in here? Just pop that up. We're gonna go right there. There we go. Ha! Just pull that up a little bit. You know, sometimes you just don't follow the order. And it all still seems to work out. Right about there. Oh my goodness. Good thing you guys love me, right? It's totally crooked. So much easier if you put these on first, FYI. And they're so cute. I just love Vicky's design. I don't want to change any of it. There we go. Okay, ha. All right, your life is easier if you put those on first. Okay, and then now I'm going to do my 2 little hearts. And I'm gonna use a pop-up for those. There's 1, here's 2. These ones are a little thicker than I'd want, but they're the only ones I brought. So therefore they're perfect. Oh, and you know what? She actually did embossing around the edges of her hearts, which I really liked. So we are gonna do that as well. This is gonna turn in the world's longest video. 4 hours. 4 hours later. Okay. I'm just sticking the edges into my embossing powder that I have up here. These are the moments where I miss my desk at home. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to heat set. And if I had my embossing pen, my Versa pen, I could have just done that with that, but I do not. So this will do. I'm just going to go and fix a couple spots that I missed. There we go. Reheat it. I'm going to repeat with my other heart that I've lost. Oh, there it is. Ha! By just dipping into the embossing ink, the Versamark. Okay. Now you guys know when you go to crops that you can create entire cards and videos from your hotel room, providing you remember everything. It's good to know it could be done. It could be done. Heat set. Okay. All right, and now we're done embossing. Pop-up number 1. Pop-up number 2. They're very big pop-ups. Flatten them out a little bit. Okay, and then we are going to attach a little bow. And here it is. I'm gonna take a tiny little piece of, so a really easy way to make a bow is to just take your Tear-ific tape again. And I would have probably used an 1/8 inch since I don't have it. We are gonna cut this just like that. And I'm gonna just fold this over on one end and fold it over on another end. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Take it in the center and tape around, and that's how you can create a tiny little bow without knowing how to tie it, without needing to know how to tie a bow. Pop that off, and this this adorable little bow, once straightened out, is going to go right there. Just like so. And then all you need to do is take a tiny little bit of glitter to cover up that spot, just like that. Perfect. And then last but not least, you are going to be receiving a sample of the heart drops, which look like this, which are so pretty. And I am going to grab my jewel pick. And I am just going to place a couple in the background here, maybe like one right there, and one right here, and one here, 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 here. And I'm going to take my jewel pick. There we go. This might be easier with the bigger side because they're a little heavier. There we go. And this is just going to add a fun bit of dimension. One, and we will do one right here. And one more. I'm going to save the red ones for another project. And there we have it. Our beautiful card. These are way massive. I highly recommend using a much flatter. In fact, we're saving the day right now. We're just using Tear-ific tape. I'm gonna want them just a little raised. There, look at that. So much better. I've ripped my little card apart. You guys have watched it all. I'm taking these pop-ups off. And then I am sticking a little Tear-ific tape on there. And just in the center, because I like the cards, I like the hearts lifted up a little bit. Okay, there. Ha, much better, much better. Okay, there you have it. There is our very beautiful, designed by our designer Lisa, and our beautiful stamp set by Beverly Cole. This is gonna be great for Valentine's, great for Galentine's. Fantastic, just way to tell someone you love them. Beautiful, beautiful. And you could also say sweet friend. So keep all of that in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic 2019. Goodbye.